There was a moment that I realized my creativity wasn't the problem, it was the rooms that I was sitting in. So when you're in different rooms and people are all following the same path, for instance, I'll give you authors. There's a pretty set author path right now. 10, 15, 20 years ago, it used to be go to college, get a degree in creative writing, literature, communications. Then you can start to query and send out your books to agents who will then help you get traditionally published, and that's the path. It doesn't look like that anymore. Now it's like start writing. Some people write their books with AI, and then you can publish it. You still see these middle people like vanity publishers. We'll publish your book for you for $1,000, but quite clearly the path to publishing has changed so much, and what we deem as success isn't you have to go to school for this and then you have to go the traditional way. We're in a space right now where self-publishing, by most people, unless you're 60 plus, because like I still see a lot of older people saying like the only way to publish is traditional, but now we're in a space that unfortunately, even though we've done away with traditional publishing as the only way to publish, we're in a space where people believe that the only legitimate way to publish is to put your book on Amazon, to have your book in Barnes and Noble, or to have your book in a large bookstore, or go to a convention, or have a book table at these different places. And it's not like that anymore. And I don't see enough people talking about selling direct and selling on their website, because just like with artists, just like with musicians, there's a self element to this publishing business. And when you have things like your own website, like there's so many artists who are doing it, who are selling on Shopify, who are not just selling on these third party sites where everybody's listing their art. They have their own website and they ship out their prints. So I would love to see in 2026 more authors doing this and selling on their own website, and kind of changing that conversation around the only legitimate books are on Amazon. The only place to get your books is in KU. Because, first of all, you can make more money. By selling direct, you can bring your readers what they actually want, uncensored, and you can create your own experience. So if you're creative enough to write and publish this book, you can do things like imagine what your website would look like. Imagine what the buyer experience should be like. Because honestly, there's a lot of stuff lacking when it comes to Amazon and the way you buy books that you can do differently on your website.